I'm talking with Instructor Kay Day with the Activity Center at Lynn State Technical College. First of all, can you just tell me which classes you teach and describe those a little bit?
The main class I teach is the Arthritis Foundation Exercise Program, and I teach it from September through April at the Activity Center on the campus. And during the summertime, I teach the class at the senior housing here in Lynn, and that's generally May through August.
What kind of benefits can a person expect to gain if they take one of these classes?
One of the biggest benefits is a reduction in pain, particularly if a person has arthritis or fibromyalgia. My personal experience when I began taking the class was that my fibromyalgia pain dropped from 7 down to about 4 after 3 months of exercising 3 times a week.
And so what made you decide to go from a student to a teacher?
Well, I had taken the class for 3 years. It was a clinical trial that the university was doing. This program has been proven through clinical trials to reduce pain in people with arthritis or fibromyalgia or any chronic medical condition. The exercises were all designed by physical therapists. And here's a quote directly from the brochure. While every individual is unique, many people who complete the Arthritis Foundation exercise program enjoy the following benefits: decreased pain, improved overall health status, increased flexibility and range of motion, increased energy, better and more relaxed sleep, improved general outlook. And that's why I teach this class, because all of those things happened for me when I took the class the first time.
And so who would you recommend take the class now?
Everybody, but particularly people with arthritis or fibromyalgia or a chronic pain condition. It's a class in which we instructors modify the exercises for people who cannot perform them in the way the exercises are designed.
And what would you say to someone who was reluctant to take one of the classes because they were intimidated by the idea of being in a room with a bunch of other people?
I would say to them, every person in this room has been where you are right now, reluctant to come into a room with a group of other people, afraid that you won't be able to do some of the exercises. But what we do in this class is do what we can do individually. And I will sit down with you before you come into the class, and you can tell me what medical conditions you have, what limitations you feel you have. And as we're in the class, I will help you modify the exercises so that you can do them. We have fun in class. Whenever I do an instructor evaluation, the people do not sign them, so I have no idea who said what. But one of the questions is, what is your favorite part of the class, and why do you come? Most of the people answer, because it's fun and I enjoy the camaraderie of the other people in the class.
And what kind of physical things do you think people can maybe do after they've completed a class or two that they wouldn't have been able to do had they not taken it?
Oh my, it's amazing to see the transformation in people. Another one of my participants in my class has osteoporosis as well as arthritis. And when he came into the class, he was walking in a shuffling gait, his head looking down at the floor so that he wouldn't trip. and he was bent over at the shoulders. 6 months later, he was walking with his whole body straightened up. His posture had improved 100%. He walked with confidence, with good balance, and told me he hadn't felt that good in years. People's flexibility increases exponentially. We do very gentle exercises, and it always surprises everyone how transformed their bodies become after they've attended this class for several months.
And do you think beyond the physical abilities that they gain from the classes that emotionally and mentally they're better off as well?
Absolutely. In fact, if you ask any of the people who take my class now, they would tell you that yes, they definitely feel better emotionally because they have been in this class.